Okay, welcome everyone, and today's assignment is we are going to be locating not the endpoint this time, but we are actually locating the endpoint. And the only reason why we're doing that is because that's what the question asks. So here we go. So find the coordinates of F if B is the midpoint of segment AF. Notice I said segment and not just AF. So if you look over here at the graph, here's A, here's B, and I gotta find F. Well, where in the world's F? Well, it says F is the midpoint. I'm sorry, B is the midpoint of AF. So if B is right here in the middle, then F. Is F gonna be right there? No. Why? Hey, why would F be right here? Because what did it call the midpoint? It said B is the midpoint. So therefore, if B is going to be in between A and F, that means F is going to be way down here somewhere. So we'll call it F. So let's figure out how to do it. Well, the midpoint formula is X of M and Y of M is going to be the average of the X's. That's how you find the average, right? Add them together and divide by 2. And the average of the Y's, Y1 plus Y2 over 2. Now, this part right here, the average of the X's is going to give you XM. So I could rewrite it as X1 plus X2 over 2 has to give you XM. It has to. I said has to. It has to. So then, once I have XM, what do you think the Y1 over Y2 gets you? That's right, the YM. So Y1 plus Y2 over 2 has to give you the YM. So let's back up, let's think about it. So what am I going to plug in? Well, what can I plug in for the X1? Well, it seems as though this is going to be my midpoint. So this is my XM, my YM. This is the floater. This is what I'm going to be looking for. So we'll call that my X2, Y2. So everything else is taken except for X1, Y1. So there we go. So let's plug and chug, baby. So X1 is going to be 4 plus X2. I don't know what X2 is. I'm looking for it. That's why I put a variable there. So X2 over 2 is equal to XM. Know it. 1. Since I know it, I'm going to multiply by 2 because that's the way you work algebra. 4 plus x2 is equal to 2 times 1 is 2. X2 winds up being a negative 2 because 2 minus, subtracted from the 4, 2 minus 4 winds up being a negative 2. Good. So that is my x2. And if I'm finding the coordinates of F, I've already got my x2, but now I've got to find my ym, or my y2 actually. So y1 plus y2 over 2 equals ym. Plug and chug, baby. 2 plus y2. I don't know it. It's a guess. It's a ghost. It's a whatever. Equals ym, but I do know ym. Negative 5. So a 2 plus y2 equals 2 times negative 5 is indeed a negative 10. If I subtract 2, I got it, negative 12. Oh yeah. So do I leave my answer circled like that? No, I do not. Why? Because what am I looking for? The coordinates. Doesn't coordinates determine a place? It determines a location. So if I'm looking for a location, I need it written in a specific way. Always coordinates are written in parentheses. In our math, curved brackets, negative 2, negative 12. Watch this. Here we go. Whoa, something went wrong. Is that right? Ooh, doggy, I missed that all kind of just because I got a negative 4, 2, I got a 1, 5. So let's see how this works. Can this be right? Let's see. It doesn't look like this is going to be right because why? Does anybody know why? Do you know why? I do. Because if you look at it, you got a negative 4, 2 and a 1, negative 5. It had to be, this had to be my point somewhere. A negative 2, negative 12. Negative 2, negative 12 is going to be somewhere over here. So chances are I missed my x. So let's go back. What is my x1? Oh, totally bombed it. You did that, didn't you? I saw it. Negative 4. So negative 4. So whenever I do that, a negative 4 comes over here and ooh-wee, that makes a lot more sense. I get x2 equals a 6. So, Mr. Brown made a mistake. No, I didn't make a mistake. Prove it. I made a video about it. You made a video about it. It's your fault. So, what am I doing? Okay, so x2 is 6 and y2 is a negative 12. So that is my answer. 6, negative 12. That is how you find the endpoint when you are giving an endpoint and the midpoint. Thank you very much.